Friends, welcome back to the play A Sunny Morning Part 2. Donna Laura confides to the audience that the snuff has made peace between them. They begin to banter back and forth in a more friendly manner. Then Don Gonzalo reads out a book of poem. Before reading, he asked her permission. Then she said him that you can read as loud as you pleased. That will not disturb her. Then he started reading a poem. This poem, written by Campomore, itself is the gist of the story. He says that all love is sad, but sad as it is the best thing that we know. That means love is sad. He had loved a girl and he has been departed. So love is sad, he says. And he also says that the daughters of the mothers I once loved kiss me now as they would have graven image. He says that those daughters of the mothers whom he loved and he also had kissed them, maybe now they have become old. And he takes it as a humorous win and they both laugh at those lines. And he says that, and further when he continues the poem, he says that 20 years pass, he returns, and each beholding the other exclaims, can it be that this is he? Heavens, is it she? Because after 20 years, when the lovers meet, they ask each other. They directly don't ask each other, but they think whether this is he or it is she. And this story of Laura and Gonzalo is also seen as even they meet after 20 years. Now let us see whether they reveal their identity or they conceal their identity. Fooled Gonzalo by reading a poem out of memory and without glasses. When he saw her reading the book without the specs or spectacles, he said, I envy your wonderful eyesight. That he was jealous of her wonderful eyesight, but he was not knowing that she was knowing that poem by heart. Then it said her that he was fond of the good verses and he also composed the poems in his youth. Then she just made a fun of him, saying whether they were good ones. And he spoke about his friends called Esperancida, Zorilla, Beckware, and others. And he said that he met Zorilla in America. Then she was surprised. She asked him, why did you go to America? Then he said that he went to America when he was 6 years old. Then again she started ridiculing him or commenting him, saying that might be you have gone with Columbus in one of his caravels. So then after hearing that, Gonzalo laughed and also said her that he even does not know Ferdinand and Isabella. Isabella is the first queen of Spain. He says that even he does not know them because Columbus is from the long back. He is a what Columbus is a sailor who found the sea routes and he was from the long back, and he says that even Ferdinand and Isabella he doesn't know. When she said that he has gone with the Columbus, then they both laughed at that humor, and he said that he had a great friend Campomore, that which he met him in Valencia, which is native city. After hearing that, Donna Laura was surprised. She asked him, how do you know Valencia? He says that I was brought up there and he spent he spent his early youth there. Then he asked her whether she visited Valencia. Donna Laura says that not far from Valencia there was a villa where she still remember if she retains the memories. She said she spent several seasons there, which was hidden by the lemon and orange trees near the sea. And she started recalling the name of it and she called it as Maricela. Gonzalo was startled by hearing the word Maricela. Then Laura asked him, when he was startled, Laura asked him whether are you familiar with Maricela? Gonzalo said, yes, very familiar. If his memory serves him right, he says that he cannot forget that there lived in a villa a most beautiful woman he had ever seen. And he says that he recalls her name and says that she was Laura Lorente. After hearing this name, Laura Lorente, Donna Laura was startled and they looked at each other intently. And soon Laura started recovering herself, and and she said him that you reminded me of my best friend. She said when she heard the name of Laura Lorente, and she said she was called as the Silver Maiden in the locality. Even Gonzalo says that people knew her by the name Silver Maiden in the locality. She used to stand near her window with the red roses. She asked her whether you remember it or not. Then she said that yeah, she remembered that she would stand near the window with the red roses, and she spent her many of her hours there. Don Gonzalo, after recalling a silver maiden, he started describing her. He said that she was idle, fair as lily, jet black hair and black eyes, and with an uncommon sweet expression. She seemed to cast radiance whenever she was. Her figure was beautiful and perfect. What forms of servant beauty God models in human clay, and he said that she was a dream. And these were all listened by Laura there. She was hearing to it. And aside, she said to the audience, but if he comes to know that the dream what he said was nearby sitting beside him, then he would realize that the dreams comes true. And aloud she said, yeah, she was very unfortunate that she had a sad love story. They started to spin romantic and incredible stories to themselves about Laura and Gonzalo. Laura said that the ways of Providence are strange, and aside, she said that he was Gonzalo because she recognized him. After recognizing him, she said him that it is Gonzalo, the gallant lover in the same affair. They both recognized each other little late because as they were 70 years old, they could not recognize very fast because of their low eyesight and also about the memory. No, the old people, they will not recognize the people very fast. It takes time for them. The same way, for these also, Laura and Gonzalo took time for them to recognize each other, but they were not ready to reveal their identity. Okay. Gonzalo did not reveal that he was that gallant lover. Okay. He said that he was his cousin. Gallant lover was his cousin of whom he was very fond of. Laura said, though Laura recognized him, she said, oh yes, a cousin. And she also said that this story was told to her by her friend. She had written in some of the letters, which were very truly romantic. And she says this story. Laura narrated that romantic affair. She said that his cousin would pass on the horseback every morning down the rose path under her window and tossed up to her balcony a bouquet of flowers which Laura caught. And later in the afternoon, when the gallant horseman would return by the same path, he caught the bouquet of flowers which Donna Laura tossed to him. Laura said that they wanted her to marry to a merchant whom she would not have. Laura did not wanted to marry merchant, but her parents were forcing her to marry merchant. And one night, when his cousin waited under the window to hear her sing, the other person unexpectedly entered there. Merchant entered to the place and he started insulting his cousin, means Gonzalo. And then there was a quarrel, and later it became a duel. And at sunrise on the beach, the merchant was badly wounded. Merchant was an influential person in the city. So it was a threat for whom? For Don Gonzalo. So he said that his cousin had to conceal himself for the few days and later to fly. So he says that she is entirely innocent after listening to the story from her, and he saying the story to her. And he further said that he recognized her as Laura but did not see her, neither he disclosed his identity. Meanwhile, he even understood that she was Laura. Laura told Gonzalo, might be because of you, he has forgotten Laura. When he heard about this, he said that he has never forgotten Laura and he spun the story. Dear students, this is the end of the part 2, and in next part let us see what story does it says